It's Jaunti, boy.
Happy Black Friday, everybody. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jaunti. Welcome back to the channel. I am back with a new video, and boy, I got a new free plugin for you guys. But before we get into that, I'd like to say thank you to every last one of you guys who has recently subscribed. Mucho gusto, and I really appreciate those who has recently subscribed. We have hit over 1,600 subscribers, and for that, I would really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of new videos once I upload them, and also give this video a thumbs up. Smash that like button for your boy. You know I will always appreciate you. And for today's Funko Pop of the day, we have, boom, my boy Turk from the TV show Scrubs, played by Donald Faison. I would love to get this autograph from him someday. I picked this pop because there was one Christmas episode where he was full of joy, he uplifted his spirit and whatnot, but it seemed like that was taken away from him because he's a surgeon in the show, and we all know if you work in the medical field, you're on call 24/7, and he couldn't catch a break, and I kind of like broke his spirit, you know, not spending time with his family and not be able to catch a break and whatnot. I would say the same for you. It's the holidays, give yourself a break. Just enjoy life. Enjoy the holidays. It's one of the most peaceful and beautiful times of the year. Don't let anyone take that away from you. That's all I gotta say. Okay, back to the matter at hand. We're going to be going over a new free plugin. Yes, I say free. A new plugin that was dropped by Waves. It's called Silk Vocal. This is a smart EQ and dynamic processor for vocals. It has both male and female voice modes with seamless and musical dynamics control. This will quickly accelerate your vocal mixing process. So let's give it a shot, shall we? All right, guys, and here it is. This is Silk Vocal. This is freely given by Waves. Depending on when I release this video, I don't know if I might release it either on Black Friday or the next day. And if I do release it the next day, this might not be free anymore. So my apologies if I dropped this a little late. As you guys can see, it says Silk. There's a line between Silk and Vocal. So my opinion is, my guess is, they might start dropping a series of collections of the plugins called Silk. So this could be the first one that's under Vocal. And there are two versions. This is the Silk Vocal, and the other one is called the Silk Vocal Live. This one you can use this in real time as far as for live performances and podcasts. So in this way, it will use low latency. So let's go back to the first one. The GUI doesn't look bad to me at all. It's not many parameters to work with, but there is an expanded version. There's a little arrow right here. Okay, I'm going to leave this plugin like this because I think it's better this way. And first off, before we get into it, I'd like to show the separate sections of this plugin. Right here, we have your section that focuses on EQ and another one on the dynamics of your vocals, which is the compressor. And the expanded version of this plugin, it does have additional features that you could do to make the, you know, the compressor sound a little bit more smoother. And also has a high pass filter. So far, we're going to start off by choosing the type of vocal you like to process, which is either male or female. And we have your three knobs. We have the three frequency ranges, which is your low end, your mid range, and your high end. The knobs will give you the ability to choose how much of the processing you like to add to that frequency range. The headphones, you can solo the frequency range as much as you want to bypass it by clicking these buttons here. And you could choose this to reduce the signal. So you could do it like an A and B reference. Right here, you have your dynamics. This is going to react as a compressor. We have your output gain. Right here, this is going to react as like a, you know, the attack and release for the compressor. And right here, you have your width of the adapt Bell's curves. Sharper means more notches and may cause artifacts. So, okay, don't want to do that. We have your makeup gain. You have the gate. Oh, it has its own gate. Cool. And this is the mix. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? We're going to be using a song called White Girl by my nephew. I don't know if you guys remember my nephew. Years ago, probably like one of the first videos I ever made, I introduced my nephew to YouTube and we made a beat together in a video. So far, he's grown up and he wants to start making music with his uncle. So this is a song that we recorded, and so far we're going to be using his voice as an example to see how this plugin can actually make his vocals come to life. Okay, so this is the raw version of his voice.
I want you, I got my love, we might just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club.
Okay, that's what it sounds like with no plugins. So let's get into it. Let's see what we can do. All right, let's focus on the low end.
I want you, I got my love, we might just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club.
And it says right click while adjusting to audition the reduced signal. Oh, I see. Okay. There is a difference. There is a difference when you use the right click.
I want you, I got my love, we might just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club.
Okay, cool. Let's turn on the mid range and see what we're working with here.
I want you, I got my love, we might just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club. After all that we done been through, I just cannot leave you alone. I even took you shopping, put you in V-Long. Now I'm alone, not even in my zone. Every time I try to call, I get the dial tone. Girl, you think I'm done with girl, not always on their phone. Say if she keep on playing, might round and drop a song.
Okay. Let's try the high end. This is going to focus more on sibilance. So let's see.
I want you and drive off and hit the club. Now I'm alone, not even in my zone. Every time I try to call, I get the dial tone.
Okay, it did reduce a little bit of the sibilance. Let's see how it sounds with the, if you add more treble.
I want you, I got my love, we might just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club. After all that we done been through, I just cannot leave you alone.
Oh, and I forgot to do this to the mid range. You could use these two to adjust the bottom and the top of the frequency ranges.
I want you, I got my love, we might just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club. After all that we done been through, I just cannot leave you alone. I even took you shopping, put you in V-Long. Now I'm alone, not even in my zone. Every time I try to call, I get the dial tone.
Okay, doesn't sound so bad to me at all. Let's see if we add some compression.
I want you, I got my love, we might just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club. After all that we done been through, I just cannot leave you alone. I even took you shopping. I want you, I got my love, we might just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club. I want you, I got my love, we might just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club. After all that we done been through, I just cannot leave you alone. I even took you shopping, put you in V-Long. Now I'm alone, not even in my zone. Every time I try to call, I get the dial tone. Girl, you think I'm done with girl, not always on their phone. Say if she keep on playing, might run and drop a song. I want you, I got my love, we might just...
Okay, let's see. Precision.
I want you, I got my love, we might just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club. After all that we done been through, I just cannot leave you alone. I even took you shopping, put you in V-Long. Now I want you, I got my love, we might just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club. After all that we done been through, I just cannot leave you alone. Just inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club. After all that we done been through, I just cannot leave you alone. I even took you shopping, put you in V-Long. Now I'm alone, not even in my zone. Every time I try to call, I get the dial tone.
I mean, keep in mind, this is not an AI plugin. It's not going to do all the work for you. This is pretty much focusing on EQ and compression. It's not an AI plugin that's going to like add EQ, compression, reverb, delay, parallel processing, all the good stuff. It's not going to do all the work for you. And I'm not that type of guy who focuses on those type of plugins. I like to do all the work myself. So far, it does clean up the vocals just a little bit by adding some compression, but it's still incomplete. So don't think that this plugin is going to do the majority of the work for you. This is like a little mini channel strip, in my opinion. This is my mix right here.
I want you, I get my love. We might just fuck inside this truck and then drive off and hit the club. After all that we done been through, I just cannot leave you alone. I even took you shopping, put you in V-Long.
And that's what I did without the plugin. Sometimes less is more. It depends on your preferences of plugins. It depends on your workflow. As far as for Silk Vocals, it's a nice plugin. I can live with or without it. Even though it's free, I'll take it. You know, I mean, it's generous for ways to do such a thing like that. And I'm grateful on my behalf. But as far as I'm concerned, I really don't need it. I can live with or without it. It's based on your knowledge and your workflow and your way of using your plugins. You don't have to have everything that these companies are dropping, but it's up to you if you want to grab them. I have a link in the description below if you guys want to grab it for free. Hopefully it'll be free this entire weekend. If not, it might be on sale for like 20 or 30 bucks. I don't know. But you guys let me know in the comment section below if you guys think this is worth it, even as a free plugin. Do you think it's still worth having? Let me know. You guys have a great weekend. I love you. God loves you more. Stay blessed. And peace out.